All right, welcome back. Now, I'm going to get my day started with this XL Bully band. Get my week started with this goofy band and touch on something that I've planned on talking about for a while. And that is the con, the obvious con and deception of the XL Bully band. I've said that this XL Bully band is actually nothing more than a promotion of bully breeds. It's a promotion of bully breeds. What they're trying to do is garner a bunch of sympathy for bully breeds, not XL bullies. They're trying to garner sympathy for all bully breeds. And we know that this is the plan because we've heard a lot of bully breed lovers saying that they don't even know the difference between a pit bull and an XL bully, saying that they couldn't tell the difference by looking at them, which lets you know it's a con. I've been saying for years, anytime they come out their face trying to ban one type of bully breed, any government that makes certain bully breeds legal, they're not concerned about safety at all. And what they're actually doing is promoting those bully breeds to the general public. Oh, these poor dogs are so misunderstood. Oh, these poor dogs are experiencing dog racism. Oh, let's get one. Let's love one. Let our next dog be a bully breed because they're so discriminated against. That's all they're doing over there in the UK. They ain't got nothing to do with safety at all, which is creepy. You know, them implementing this ban, knowing full well it's worthless, is sinister. Very evil. And yeah, I'm saying it. Ain't no group of leaders this dumb. Nobody's this dumb. But you want to talk about just banning XL bullies? Get out of here. Now, look at the definition, the government definition now of an XL bully. Nose, large with well opened nostrils. What? All dogs have open nostrils. Are we supposed to distinguish between 5 millimeters and 3 millimeters? What are you talking about? Well open nostrils. How stupid is that? Think about that. Have you ever looked at a dog's nostrils and noticed that they were well opened? What are you talking about? Look at the teeth. Teeth, level or scissor bite. Okay. Again, how you supposed to identify that? Y'all telling me y'all have people who work for the government who's going to go around looking at these dogs' nostrils and their scissor level of their teeth? Get out of here. People got to stop being sheep and swallowing everything that come from these politicians. These are perpetual liars. Look at this body, broad, deep chest with well sprung ribs. Again, how's anybody supposed to notice chest differential and rib visibility between bully breeds. They all have the same basic shape. They're all well muscled. So what are you talking about? These people themselves, they can't even tell the difference between an XL bully and some other bully breed. This is foolishness. They're putting their agenda right in front of you. Coat, look at this. Coat, smooth, close, single. What? What is that? Coat, glossy, smooth, close, single. Now I don't even know what single's supposed to mean. It's got a single coat? What that mean? Glossy? People, they're putting anything here. Because the truth is, they really can't tell themselves. Tail, medium length and low set. Again, what are you talking about? Not even dog lovers pay attention to how long one breed of dog's tail is compared to another. What a con. What a pathetic crackhead con. This is dope fiend stuff. Something I'd expect from a meth head. Look at this one. Height. From 20 inches at the withers. What are you talking about? Nobody knows what 20 inches looks like by looking. What are you talking about? Bunch of idiots. But no, I take that back. A bunch of liars. When you're dealing with the dog culture, you're dealing with a bunch of pathological liars. People who live their day-to-day life on lies. Now this is supposed to be an XL bully. XL stands for extra large. So you would think that they would just confiscate all large bully breeds. But XL bullies are not the only large bully breeds. They said height from 20 inches at the withers. If you're looking for XL bullies, the main thing you're looking for is size. How people supposed to know what 20 inches look like? That's first of all. Second of all, if there are other bully breeds that average 20 inches in height, why wouldn't you ban those as well? Isn't the whole point of the ban is to ban very large fighting breeds? So what are you doing? How can you allow the other bully breeds that are 20 inches tall at the withers? Why would you allow them to be legal and ban bully breeds? Make it make sense. Height 20 inches at the withers. Now look at this. How tall do you think regular pit bulls are? Look at this. American Pit Bull Terrier, 18 to 21 inches. That's not XL bully. They just gave a height taller than 20 inches. Look at this one. Staffordshire Bull Terrier. You telling me a bully breed that's 16 inches tall can't kill, can't mutilate? Somehow these bully breeds are safe because they're 4 inches shorter? Okay. American Staffordshire Terrier. I really hate these stupid names that they give these dumb mutants. And I don't like when people respect the names that they give them. This is dumb. low IQ stuff. American Staffordshire Terrier. Staffordshire Bull Terrier. American, shut up. They're all a bunch of various turd mutants. Nobody care how they have mutated. How tall is an adult cane corso? According to dimensions.com, female between 23 and 26 inches, male between 24 and 28 inches. Now again, they said XL bullies are 20 inches at the withers. But cane corsos are legal in the UK. How does that happen? Both bully breeds. They want to convince you that only XL bullies are dangerous and deadly. Nobody's falling for that. That's why XL bully advocates or bully breed advocates, they're pointing out how stupid this is themselves. Anti-dog people don't even have to do it. If you look, you'll find there's a bunch of articles talking about how confusing it is. It's like, hey, this is dumb. We're not going to know what is and what is not an XL bully. And I'll tell you another thing. These photos like this one here, this sad look on these turd face monsters is not working anymore. It's not working anymore. Okay, look at this. XL bully row erupts as RSPCA criticizes government over confusing ban. Animal Charity has demanded clarity over a list of characteristics that would determine whether a dog is taken off the streets. Exactly. So the RSPCA is basically pointing out the con in their attempt to not or to fight against this ban. How crazy is that? They're pointing out how much the ban doesn't even make sense. Okay, we just saw why it doesn't make sense. No XL bullies, but you can own other bully breeds bigger than XL bullies. Get out of here. That is pathetic. But the world is falling for it. This woman lost her mother after her mother was attacked by an XL bully. You see that title? XL bully attack. Woman dies after telling her daughter she loves her. Look at that. Now, this is the article. What they got like a few sentences, right? But you see what it says here? A woman whose mother was killed by XL bully wants the UK government to do more to protect people from their own pets. Now, I put this in my own words, but that's what it's saying. You want the government to protect people from their own so-called pets. Something about that don't make sense.
The dog just ran from the conservatory into the living room and went straight for her face, attacked her face. The person who was there dived on top of my mother while she was on the floor.
Now, this sounds like a dog that was welcomed into the house. This was definitely somebody's dog. And the dog turned on her mother, attacked her, on sight, went straight for her face, according to the daughter.
They dived on top of my mother while she was on the floor, but the dog wasn't interested in getting at them. They were just interested in my mother for some reason.
So there was someone there during this attack. And they jumped on top of the mother who was being attacked. The dog attacked the old lady, 86-year-old lady, and she fell to the floor. Somebody jumped on the 86-year-old trying to protect her. And the dog would not attack that person. Instead, kept trying to go after the 86-year-old. How about that? Fixated on the elderly person, just like they are fixated on the toddlers and babies when they attack. I just saw that video of that mother who saved her 2-year-old from an attack. It was fixated on the kid. It never even went after the lady. Child predators and elderly predators.
Person who was there dived on top of my mother while she was on the floor, but the dog wasn't interested in getting at them. They were just interested in my mother for some reason.
Because she is obviously older. When dogs look at you, when they look at anything, they try to look at how healthy they are, vulnerable, how slow they move. If they move slow, getting around kind of slow, the dog is more likely to attack them. They're small, they're more likely to attack them. All the more reason why there's nothing desirable. There's nothing positive about dogs at all. See, she was at her home. Okay, this sounds like somebody owned that dog.
So they woke her up out of the coma and she spoke to me. She asked why she was in hospital. I said, "You fell out of your chair, ma'am." And she said, "How did I fall out of my chair?" I said, "You just did." I said, "If you look," I said, "you broke your arm." And she said, "Oh, I'm a silly bugger," and she said, "I don't know why I'm still awful tired though." So she said, "You don't mind me going back to sleep?" And I said, "No." So
why would she tell her that she fell? They woke her up out of her coma. And her daughter told her that she fell out of her chair and broke her arm. Why would she say that? Why would she lie to her mother like that at a time like that? Can anybody explain that to me? Wasn't that a disservice to the mother? Why would you tell her that? Why not just tell her the dog attacked you and you blacked out? It seems to me dog lovers are so accustomed to lying that they swear to lie. They swear by lies, no matter what. They just hate telling the truth because they're so accustomed to lying. Every time they wake up in the morning, they start lying to themselves because they got that dog in the house, calling it their family, their companion, and they think that they're safe. Constantly lying to themselves, telling themselves that they're safe. They know better. Why would she lie? Was she still trying to protect the image of dogs? Even as her mother woke up out of a coma after being attacked by one? Was she still trying to, defend and protect the image of dogs? That's terrible. You ask me, that's terrible. Wow. Still trying to defend these things.
Fell out of your chair, ma'am. And she said, "How did I fall out of my chair?" I said, "You just did." I said, "If you look," I said, "you broke your arm." And she said, "Oh, I'm a silly bugger," and she said, "I don't know why I'm still awful tired though." So she said, "You don't mind me going back to sleep?" And I said, "No."
Like, wow. Like what? You didn't want your mother to face the fact that the dog was not loving? You didn't want her to know that this thing was a killer? Didn't want her to know the truth? I can't co-sign with that. I wouldn't have told my mother that if she had just been attacked and put into a coma. You gonna lie to me when I was just put into a coma? That's unbelievable to me, man. Unbelievable. When will these people wake up? They will never wake up. They will be asleep forever. That's why I think the best option is to get away from these people. These people who refuse to live like humans. Instead, they want to live like dogs. Hey, knock yourself out. I just don't want to be around. Durban toddler in the hospital after pit bull attack. This surfaced a few hours ago. Queensboro. A 1-year-old attacked around 8 o'clock in the morning. Now, it doesn't mention it here, but it does on other media outlets. 1-year-old victim, 8 o'clock in the morning. Sounds like another family dog. Okay. Typically, a 1-year-old is not going to be outside playing at 8 o'clock in the morning. So another case. And instead of attacking an elderly person, they attacked a 1-year-old. Typical for these despicable mutants. These devils. Devils is what they are. Baby was assessed, was found to sustain significant bite injuries, and transported to a hospital. Now, this San Antonio map, I don't know what they expect people to do, why it matters. The city-run animal shelter has been under scrutiny this year following at least 2 deadly dog attacks. Dogs, y'all see that? Dogs that officials have legally deemed dangerous are registered and inspected annually to ensure owners meet state requirements. Annually meaning once a year. No, you need a camera set up 24/7. That's why these bans and these restrictions, they're worthless. Completely worthless. Dog can be labeled dangerous if it attacks a person unprovoked and causes injury. They always attack unprovoked. What are you talking about? Or if a dog's unprovoked actions cause a person to reasonably believe the dog will attack and injure them. So a dog gotta attack a person and that person has to report it. There has to be record made before they'll show up on this map. You know, which is a tedious process. A lot of people don't want to even go through the whole process. They get bit by a dog, like, I'm not trying to go to court and do all this, go downtown, file this stupid report. Let me just go wash it up and cuss the owner out, going about my way. So for this many dogs to currently be registered, that's actually a lot, if you ask me. That is an awful lot. And this is just San Antonio. And this is just the dogs that have been deemed dangerous by the court. We all know full well that the true number of dangerous dogs is far higher. Because understand, there are dogs everywhere that have attacked where the attack was not reported. So you may as well triple or quadruple what you see on this map for San Antonio. we have a dog problem. And that's pretty ridiculous. Again, what are you supposed to do? Like, what do they expect people to do with this map? Are they supposed to avoid these areas? Be on high alert when they're walking or driving through these areas? That's xenophobia. Do you expect people to avoid these areas like they're supposed to do? That's what y'all call xenophobia. So as always, when you deal with liars, liars will always contradict themselves. Always, always, always. Okay, I think that's the same story that I just dealt with. Now, this was funny. This was funny. Vet issues mental health warning ahead of XL bully ban. They fear spending most of 2024 putting dogs down unless they start neutering dogs more. These pathetic people sitting up here talking about it will be a lot of mental stress on the veterinarians if they have to put these dogs down. You see that? He said it's putting a lot of pressure on vets who face putting loads of healthy dogs to sleep, which is not good for their mental health. He's talking about the veterinarians. It's not good for their mental health, according to them, to put a bunch of dogs down. Now, some of y'all know that veterinarians are said to have the highest rates of suicide. Now, I don't know if that's true or not. That could easily be false propaganda put out by nutters trying to minimize the number of dogs that get euthanized. Oh, don't euthanize the pups because it stresses out the veterinarians and they commit suicide. Like I said, there are plenty of people who will volunteer. I'm one of them. I'm not going to be affected, not one bit. Do y'all think that me euthanizing a bunch of dogs is going to cause me depression? Yeah, it'll depress a dog lover. So why don't you stop having dog lovers put these things down? I'll euthanize them. I'll send them up in the chamber. I don't even know how euthanization works. Whatever the process involves, I will do it with a smile. I don't care if I have to put down 1 million worthless mutts. That smile will stay stuck on my face like the Joker the whole time. Okay, so stop with that. Stop with that. If y'all ever have problems putting these disgusting turd face worthless monsters underground where they belong, just ask for volunteers like you always do. It's like your shelters. Ask for volunteers to go walk in these trash mutants. Ask for volunteers to put them down. You'll at least get one. It's hard to define what an XL bully is, which is going to make the ban hard to enforce. I think work needs to be done to encourage owners to be responsible, but it's difficult. Here you go with that responsible dog owner nonsense again. But you know what? I sort of agree with this idea that it's hard to determine what is and what is not an XL bully. What if you're looking at an XL bully that's not fully grown? You're going to think it's a regular pit bull, right? How would you know this XL bully? But it's easy to identify bully breeds. And that's what they need to be banning. You need to focus on the banning of all bully breed. And they know it. They know it. But they're pushing this facade as a way to promote bully breeds. Now, I've said several times, this is the best way to put more bully breeds in people's homes. The best way is to execute them put them down in mass, ban them, project them as being targeted. Nothing triggers dog lovers more than that. Even the dog lovers who've never owned a bully breed, many of them still feel compassion. Oh, don't discriminate and all this nonsense. I'm just about fed up. Shout out to Monsieur Stalin, who has become a member of the channel. Big shout out to Stalin. Big shout out to everybody this morning. Hope your Monday is starting off well. And I hope this week goes by fast. And I hope my Christmas, New Year's vacation gets here as fast as possible. Got a lot of plans for 2024. And I hope you all are able to join me tonight, as far as the members, and tomorrow as we continue with this crusade.